All right, guys. There was a new pope elected today. What do you think? Anybody in particular you're hoping that was named?
Unless it was Bob, I really don't know what to do with it.
What about you, Bob? What about this whole sequester thing? Got any thoughts on that?
What is it? Disease? You got sequestered? What? You got that sequestered.
I ain't get shit.
You scumbag. Yeah.
Last question. Dennis Rodman in North Korea. What did you think about that whole thing?
That's crazy. I don't even know why he in bed with that dude like that. That's crazy. I do know if you look at Bob, I don't get that.
The trip you'd ever make?
Hell no.
Bob, a man of many words.
Fuck that. And Korea. There's a Korean chicken that fuck up too.
What's your thoughts on the new pope? There's a pope named today. What do you think? Anyone you're rooting for?
No, I didn't see it. Pope's a man just like me. I don't think he's any greater than anybody on the planet.
Let me get your thoughts on the sequester.
They should bring out what's going on to the court because that's like unfair. You got a private entity and religion and politics never mixes anyway, so it's a lost situation all around because they're going to keep stuff in. They don't want the public to know them, except you're in the congregation, so.
Dennis Rodman in North Korea.
Bad move politically for the U.S., but then again,
A new pope was elected today. Anyone that particular you're rooting for?
oh no, man, I'm a Buddhist.
All right, the whole sequester thing. What are your thoughts on that?
The what?
The sequester that we're going through here.
What's that?
No thoughts?
I'm not educated to that material yet.
All right, Dennis Rodman in North Korea. What'd you think of that trip?
What?
Dennis Rodman went to North Korea.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think about that? Something you'd do?
Nah, that's Bammer.
What'd you think about him doing it?
Dennis Rodman.
That was just elected today. Any thoughts on that? Who you'd like to see be named?
Pope Bishop Don Juan. I've been voting for Don Juan for a minute to make the Pope. He make some changes over there. You know what I'm saying?
All right, about this whole sequester thing, what are your thoughts on that?
Don't know.
No thoughts at all?
What type of damn question are these, Jody?
All right, the last one, Dennis Rodman, North Korea. Thoughts on that?
I'm gonna look you in the camera and say this. Dennis Rodman made all black people look terrible that day. I don't condone what he said, nor do I stand by what he said or anything like that. There's no way that you should be there's no way you should be calling a man a friend when he's had a group of people oppressed for so long. You know, I just that's a touchy subject. Like when he was talking, I was like, just like, you know that time when people talk, you're like, nigga, shut up. Like that's really how I was thinking. Like, nigga, just shut up. I was really thinking in my mind, like these people were thinking in their ear, just cut the motherfucking feed. Cut the feed. This motherfucker is stupid as shit. That's really.
All right, Jeff, we want to get the fighter's perspective on world topics. First of all, there was a new pope elected today. Not sure who it is. Anyone you're leaning towards? Anyone you'd like to see?
New pope. I don't know nothing about the old pope.
So no one you're rooting for?
Who was it root for?
All right.
Catholic?
All right. What about this sequester thing? What are your thoughts on that? And do you think he should have been pardoned?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I ain't following that.
All right. Last question. Dennis Rodman in North Korea. What are your thoughts on that?
North Korea. Is that where you living?
No, he went there on a goodwill mission.
That's great. I'm a great guy.
What are your thoughts on the Pope? There was a new Pope elected today. Anyone specific that you want to get the post?
No, actually, I haven't read anything about it. They elected a new one?
Yeah, but we don't know the name yet.
Oh, we don't know the name? Okay.
So anyone you want?
Is it anybody that I want? Yeah, I could be the Pope.
The whole sequester deal, what are your thoughts on that situation?
What deal?
The sequester that's going on right now.
I really don't know anything about it right now. Really don't have a comment on it. I think I need to find out a little bit more information before I comment on it.
Dennis Rodman just went to North Korea. Your thoughts on that?
North Korea.
You didn't hear about that?
No, I ain't.
He went there and called the leader, you know, his good buddy, and that we just kind of, they need to embrace basketball, him and Barack Obama, and get together.
Oh man, I'd like to see how that outcome is with that. That's Dennis Rodman.
All right, Kevin, there was just a new pope elected today. What are your thoughts on anyone in particular you'd like to be nominated for that position? They haven't given the name out yet.
Jeff.
Jeff, you look.
Yeah, Jeff.
All right, there was the sequester. What are your thoughts on that whole deal?
On the what?
On the sequester that's going on right now.
I don't even know. Have a clue what you're even talking about.
All right, Dennis Rodman in North Korea. Thoughts on that?
I mean, it probably suits him better out there. They probably have a better understanding of him out there than out here.
So you agree with them going? All right, there was a new pope elected today.
Oh.
What are your thoughts on that? Who do you want? They didn't name him yet, but who do you want to get the job?
Francis. I think that's his name. His name Pope Francis.
This whole sequester thing that's going on. What are your thoughts about that?
The whole sequester.
Sequester.
I mean, it's a great idea.
Last question. Dennis Rodman in North Korea. Was that a great idea?
Not at all.
Thoughts on him being over there?
Come on,
Named a new, or they announced they elected a new pope today. Anyone specific that you're hoping gets a nod?
Well, hopefully it's not a guy who likes 2 cold ones before his sermon.
This whole sequester thing. Thoughts on that?
Say again?
The sequester that we're going through right now. What do you think about that and what it's doing for our country?
The country is at odds right now. No one agrees with anything. There's confrontation on every angle.
So
Hopefully we can get some harmony and agree on something and then just do positive good things for everyone, not just a certain chosen few.
do you think the sequester's helping bringing people together?
Yeah, we're talking about it. So, you know, I would think so.
All right. Last question. Dennis Rodman went to North Korea. Thoughts on that trip?
Well, I just came back from China, a place where before I went several years ago, people said it was communist and anti-American and all of that, and it was one of the most awesome places I've been to. So maybe North Korea is the same way. I can't say for sure, but you know, who knows, man? He said he had a great time. I'll take his word for it. Whether they're cool with America, that's a whole different issue.
All right. There was a new pope elected today. What are your thoughts? Anyone specific that you wanted to be named pope?
Nate. Nate.
Nate's back over there. All right. Second question. This whole sequester thing. What do you think about that and what it's doing to our country?
What was that?
The sequester. What do you think about that and what it's doing to our country? Last question. Dennis Rodman went to North Korea. What are your thoughts on that? They selected a new pope today. Anyone specific that you're hoping got the job?
I don't really keep up with the new pope.
All right. What about the sequester thing? What are your thoughts on that?
The what?
The sequester that we're going through right now.
My thoughts are the same thoughts as the next man.
Dennis Rodman in North Korea. How about that?
I always thought Dennis Rodman was from North Korea.
Think it was a good idea for him to go over there?
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, that's where he want to live the rest of his life, you know.
All right, Linnell, there was a new pope elected today. Anyone specific that you were hoping got elevated to that position?
Nothing about a pope, man. Can't make me look like
Wait.
I don't know nothing about no popes.
Yep. The whole sequester thing that's going on right now. What do you think about that? And is it
Too big of a word, man. That word ain't in my vocabulary.
All right, Dennis Rodman in North Korea. Thoughts about him going there?
I never really cared for Dennis Rodman.
What do you think about someone taking the trip?
I don't know nothing about his plane trip.
All right, go ahead and tell it now.
Jesus Christ, you guys don't know the joke? The Pope's about to do a sermon. The usher walks through the cathedral and he sees 2 of the altar boys sitting in the snow with their pants down. But in the snow, pants down. The usher goes, hey, what are you 2 boys doing? They said the Pope likes 2 cold ones before he does his sermon. That's where the joke